Now, to all 5 of you who are watching this, or maybe there's a 6th person if I appeared on your homepage or you came from Instagram, that's pretty cool. You're probably wondering why I'm back making YouTube videos and it seems to be a lot more relaxed than the chaos it was before with all the high edits and the 5 ways to do this, the 10 ways to do that, right? Well, I've decided to kickstart the YouTube channel again, but I'm going to change it a little bit. But before I tell you what the channel is going to be from here on out, first of all, I'm going to introduce myself for anyone who may not know who I am. So my name is Scott McPherson. I'm co-owner of Think Property, which is a deal packaging business, and we specialize in converting houses into HMOs with studios. We currently have over £1.8 million worth of properties we're working on, and a few are about to start renovations soon, which is pretty cool. And I'm definitely going to be sharing that on this channel. But for just now, I'm going to tell you why I'm making this video. So basically, I'm wanting to just have longer form content to be less edited, less chaos, and basically a more in-depth explanations of the reels that I post. So the reels that I post are say 60 to 90 seconds, and there's like editing, there's graphics, and it's all crammed into a short period of time. And although I do really enjoy the new style of reels that I'm making, and I'm definitely going to continue making them because I really like them, I also feel like there's so much left out, there's so much left that I want to say, and it's kind of why I wanted to start the channel again. And I'm not just going to be talking about property investment. I'm not going to be somewhat of like, here's 5 ways to do this, 10 ways to do that, or here's how to avoid fucking council tax. Like, I know you can't do that, but it's more gonna be just me and you sat down and just having a chat, and it's going to be covering a few topics. Property investment's obviously going to be one of them, and another one's going to be personal development, so mindset and stuff like that. I really like that, and entrepreneurship, a little bit of business, and some content creation, filmmaking, storytelling, video editing. Like, I really like that sort of thing. And to be honest, cards on the table, I wasn't gonna make YouTube videos again. I had no intention of it until I started my new style of content, where I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve a little bit. I start sharing the stories and the lessons I learned from things going well and things going like really wrong. And from sharing those stories, I had people reach out on the comments and DMs saying they've been through the same thing, and they're kind of glad that someone's finally sharing what it's really like, not only in business but especially in property investment, because I guess there's just not many people sharing the reality behind it. So it's not all going to be like depressing. It's not going to be just, you know, oh, this is what went wrong this week. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's just going to be me, my original self. No chaos, no crazy edits. I might do like some nice wee editing down the line, but mainly I'm going to touch on a lot of the things that people have DM'd me about, you know, like how to create content for property investment. Like, it's quite a difficult niche to create content, and how to come up with ideas, the mindset behind it, like all the things that go wrong. And it's like very high stakes wrong too. Like, sometimes you don't lose like a couple quid, like you can lose weeks, months, years of your time, and tens if not hundreds of thousands of pounds in the process. So if I share the things that I done wrong and I done right, then I believe that it could help you, and it can definitely help me as well, because I find this sort of thing extremely therapeutic. So like I said, it's not going to be highly educational. It's more going to be me just saying all the things that I'm currently doing or have done, and how they worked and why I believe they worked. And if you want to use that in your journey, then feel free to. It's not a guarantee that it'll work. I'm not going to say, here's how you can do this. It's just more of a, here's how I done this, here's how it worked, and here's why I think it worked, and I hope it helps. But it's not going to be just that. It's going to be site visits too. I mean, like I said, I've got 3 projects starting renovations soon for clients, and we've got another one just started legals, so in a few months that'll be starting. So it'll be like a conveyor belt of projects, and all of these projects, they're like 140 to 180 grand renovations, and they're all back to brick, massive loft conversions and extensions. They're huge. So I want to do a lot of site visit stuff too, and showing you around the builds as they happen throughout time, right? And I want to make sure that I highlight the things that go right and wrong during a build, because it can be easy to make it look like, look at this, it's all going well, but I don't know, the builder's late, or we haven't got the drawdown payment, we haven't done this, we haven't done that. Like, it can get wrong pretty quickly. But I think if I just share the things that go wrong and how we solve them, and maybe you can take something from that, then that'd be pretty cool. So to be honest, if you are wanting someone that's a great educator or talks about mortgages or finances, the property market and stuff, like constantly, if you want that channel, then here's a few channels that I recommend. Maybe, I don't know how to do this pointy thing, like that one or that one. I don't know. I'll link them before if I can't do that. That'll look pretty mental if I'm not able to do that. So yeah, them channels, that is their niche, that is their speciality. They are the experts in that. Mine is just more me, all the lessons I learn, and whilst I grow the business, you know, like, which is something that I think will be very sustainable for me to create. Like this isn't scripted. I might have like a couple bullet points that you might see me looking over, but that's really it. And that kind of leads me on to what the rest of this channel is going to be. It is going to be less scripted, like more off the cuff. It's going to be more relaxed. You know, I might have a little bit of piano background music. You could probably watch this whilst you're like cleaning, or you could be working whilst watching this, or I might even like upload this sort of thing to like Spotify or something you could just listen to in the car. Now that's more for this kind of video where I'm just sat having a chat with you and it's more conversational. But when it comes to the site visits, they're going to be a lot more exciting and they're going to be a bit more upbeat because it's a site visit. It's pretty exciting, right? And there are going to be a few like structured videos where, say, there's one coming up, right? A bit of a teaser for you if you're still watching, fair play. It's about burnout, what it's like to feel burnt out, how to identify it, and basically the symptoms of it and what action you can take to probably reduce it in the future. Now, currently, I'm not sure if you could tell by my voice, but I'm currently going through a pretty rough burnout, which is kind of why I just picked up the camera and just put it there and just started talking, because it's pretty ironic because my last reel was about how I post consistently and I haven't posted like 5 days since or something. So yeah, I like that. It's pretty funny. So when it comes to the burnout video, I'm just going to talk about how I identify what was I feeling leading up to it. Like, what are the signs? Like, how do you know you're not just ill? How do you know it's a burnout, right? And it's one thing identifying it, but what can you do to make sure it doesn't happen again or reduce the risk? Like, what measures can you take place? And I've done a whole bunch of things, and although I'm on the tail end of it, I started to feel a bit normal again. I do have a lot of things that I've done, and I think that those kinds of videos, they kind of relate to property because it affects the property business, but that's some real shit that I go through, and I want to just make videos for people that are also going through some real shit, which is totally fine. And I'm looking forward to putting that video out, because to go off on a tangent, like I said before, I've never had so many comments of people just thanking me, or DMs of people thanking me because it relates. It's like talking about real shit. It's just, building a business is tough, and in property investment, a lot of people kind of shy away from this kind of topic. But to get back to the original video of why I'm making this, it's more of an introductory. It's more of a warning of what's to come. If you like the crazy high edited polished stuff, then go over to my Instagram, or I'm sure there's like other YouTubers out there. I'm not a YouTuber, God. I've got like 10 subscribers. Other property investment creators out there, where it'll be obviously a lot more educational. But for now, if you are still watching, the one person that is, hi mum. It's thank you for still watching, thank you for sticking around, and I'm really looking forward to where this channel's gonna go. It'll just be me and you having a sit down, having a chat, talking about some fun stuff, talking about some real shit that really happens, and also some site visits, some constructions, some in the field work, which is always fun to make. So the next video, I'll probably have a few more bullet points. This one was just a bit chaotic, but for now, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.